Hi, I'm Tony Stefani with Hillside Christmas Tree Farm, and today I wanted to go through our hand shears, and I wanted to clean them, disassemble them, sharpen them, and reassemble them. One thing we just got done doing is planting, and we have been butt pruning our seedlings when we get them. Before we put them in the ground, we found that this is very helpful. It stops, hopefully it'll keep us from having to do this later in the rotation. But that is pretty hard on the hand shears because there's a lot of dirt and it just can wear them out, get them dull. And before we start getting into the pruning season, we want to make sure that we have a good sharp hand shears. So I'm going to do both my smaller ARS little hand nippers, and then we have a larger ARS that can get disassembled, and we'll go through it. So stay tuned. Kind of some things that we're going to need to do this. We're going to need some Phillips screwdrivers that'll be used to disassemble the hand clippers that can be disassembled. We have kind of a wire brush, Scotch Brite pad, some degreaser, some WD-40. When we reassemble, we want to make sure it's all lubricated. Sharpening stone, sharpening steel, yeah, and yeah. So those are the things that we'll need. All right, we're going to start with hand shears. Those are going to go pretty quick, and sharpening and cleaning isn't that bad. So first we'll take some engine degreaser, spray it down, use our wire brush, and just go to town. All right, what we're getting is all the dirt, all the pitch off of these things. See it coming off. Just makes for a smoother operation of it all. Some stuff that's a little harder, we can use our Scotch Brite pad here. Obviously you want to be careful when you're doing this so you don't cut yourself along the blade. Alright. We'll flip it over. Looks like there's already enough greaser on there. Paper towel, we'll wipe it up, see how it's looking. Looking like about brand new. Now, obviously these things don't have to be perfect, right? They're a tool. You're going to use them out in the field. But before you sharpen them, you should clean them just so you're not getting all that dirt and grime inside your file or inside your stone. So just don't want to do that. Alright, now that they're all clean, we'll sharpen them up. Now I'm using my Leatherman multi-tool, and because I have a small file, there's a rough side and a fine side, and we're just going to sharpen the angled side on both sides of these clippers. In general, I don't think it's a good idea to do the inside because that's where they bypass each other, right? These are bypass shears instead of anvil, so you want to make sure you don't get a gap in between the shears, otherwise they won't really cut really well. So only sharpen on the one side. Alright, and that's it. And last but not least, just a little bit of lube inside the parts that kind of rotate here. Now, yes, we could take it all apart and really give a good edge on this, but for what we're doing today, this is good enough. All right. Maybe we'll touch it up with the diamond steel a bit. It feels like it's doing a real nice job with that grit. This is for pruning sharpening our pruning knife, so make things real sharp. Yep. Listen to that. Sound sharp. All right. Now we'll move on to our larger hand shears. These kind we're going to take apart, really clean up, take the blade off, disassemble the, pivot point, give it a nice sharp edge and a good cleaning. So first we'll take a screwdriver, unhook the hold down, a pair of pliers to take this apart. Key, spring, bolt. Right. So there's the two halves. We'll clean them now. That way, when we have something to hold on to when we're cleaning up the blade, so we're not just holding the blade. So we'll get some of our degreaser. Another wire brush. Starting with the blade. Alright, that side's good. We'll touch it up a little bit more once we take the blade off, so we'll do the other side. Alright, now we'll take this screw off to remove the blade. Alright, now we're in trouble. Well, the head of that screw is stripped out, so we're not going to be doing that. So we're going to use we'll do it just in place. So we'll use our Scotch-Brite. We'll clean that spot up a little bit more. And basically, we have like a knife right now, so we'll take it over to our sharpening stone. Now again, we only want to sharpen this edge because this is the bypass side where it slides past, so you don't want to make that gap. So we'll just do it here. Alright, feels good and sharp. Alright, now we're going to put some WD-40 on these inside pads, so as they rub on each other they have some lubrication. Obviously that's a bit excessive. Alright, then reassembly of this. So we start with our back side here. Like so. There. And then the square goes to the square. I always find it a bit easier to start this guy a bit so he stays in place. We can put our spring in. We'll add some lubrication to the spring.
Oh, hi, Daddy.
Oh, hi.
What are you doing?
Cleaning.
What are you cleaning?
Hand shears.
Huh?
Cleaning hand shears. Alright. Now if you make this too tight, obviously it'll be too hard to open back up.
So did you finish your video?
I'm still working on it.
You can finish it? But your phone's not even on. Oh.
Alright, the important thing is that there's no gap between the blade and the bottom handle, right? You don't want it to be offset. So this has to be tight enough to hold that in, but loosen enough where the spring tension can open them back up. Otherwise you're constantly having to reopen it. So usually just kind of hand tight. That's good. We'll loosen this back up. And this piece just holds down the nut so that it doesn't loosen up on you while you're using it. And there we go. All right, give them a good wipe. All clean, all sharp, and we're ready to use them in the field. I'll have links down to everything that I've been using here in the description, so support the channel, use those types of affiliate links, and thanks for watching. Thanks again for watching this video. I hope you saw something that will help you succeed on your farm. If you didn't, check out some of these other videos that I've created for you. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any future content. Lastly, if you'd like to support the channel, please consider using the Buy Me a Coffee or affiliate links in the description below.